Hi, I'm Pavo Stubstad with Pure Hyzer Productions. With me today I've got Kyle Hedden, and we're going to give you final round coverage at the Paradise Season Opener presented by Fly Life, held in Paradise, California on February 15th, 2015 at the Lava Creek Disc Golf Course. Lava Creek is a unique disc golf course because it's originally a 9-hole ball golf course, and they put 18 holes of disc golf crisscrossed throughout the fairways, so it makes for some unique play out there. And I'm going to let Kyle tell me about the first round at the tournament, what the layout was like compared to the second round, and how everybody did.
Well, the first round was kind of a good mix, a little bit of a longer setup, but Lava is one of those courses where it's kind of the same difficulty, long or short, depending on how big of an arm you have. But it was a little bit of a longer set the first round, so anything close to double digits is pretty good.
That's right. In the first round, Nikko Locastro shot a 12 down. He's got a sizable lead going into the second round. The other players we've got are Kyle and Don Smith, Isaac Lockwood, and Dallas Albright.
So this was the second tournament put on by Fly Life, and the tournament director was Nikko Locastro. It was a small C tier, but we had a pretty good show. A lot of good competitors out there, and it went pretty well.
That's right. We're going to see some good competition this second round. Let's get to the coverage. So here we go, the Paradise Season Opener presented by Fly Life. Final round lead card. Players we're going to be following today, we have in first place Nikko Locastro with a 12 down from Grass Valley, the rating of 1033.
In second place, we have Isaac Lockwood from Hedden, California, with a rating of 998.
Tied for second place, Dallas Albright from Ukiah, rating 1011.
For fourth, we have myself, Kyle Hedden, from Auburn, California, rating 960.
And in fifth place, Don Smith from Cali Connection, 6 down, Lakeport, California, rating a 997. First hole here at Lava Creek is in the B pin, 523 feet. It's way out there and then tucked left into the trees a little bit. And Nikko's first on the tee.
Looks like Nikko didn't get that one to flatten as much as he wanted to, but he's up there.
The basket's just left there before that tee pad, you could see. This is Isaac's kind of hole right here. He's got a big arm.
It's a crush right there. Good little skip over there, and he's got a look.
And that is about pin high. He's just to the right. It's up to the left from there.
Dallas has a good looking shot here. Let's see if we can get the skip off the path. Get a little help.
Oh, that could have given him a good birdie look if that skipped.
Yeah, it definitely could have. And we got myself right here. I don't got the huge Hyzer arm, so I try to roll it out there and get myself a look at it. Just had it turn over a little too early. I like to hold the cut, get up there for a putt, but it's out in the open.
Good spot for a 3, and you know, a 3 on a 520-foot hole ain't bad.
Yeah, I'm not too mad about taking a 3 on this hole. Don with a pretty good drive there. Got it to turn out. A little bit on the inside, but he should have a look.
And here's Don, just a little short. He's got a tricky shot from behind those little trees.
Floated out on him a little bit right there.
And Nikko went left short, and he's in jail here. There's a lot of stuff in his way.
Yeah, this is a really tough spot to be. Not much of an opening. Let's see what he can do. Just looks like he clipped that branch right there and dropped. Still in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, he had virtually no line from there. Little touch, flick, roller, upshot.
Good smart play right there.
And hits the pole.
I'm just laying up on this one, trying to get my 3.
Dallas has a look at it here.
Ooh, just a little short.
And there you can see if he skipped off of that path, he would have been pretty much parked for a 2.
Ooh. Chained out weak side.
Don trying to save his par. Awkward footing.
Good putt by Don right there. Nice and solid.
Good par from you. Dallas is going to tap in his par as well.
I'll pretty much tap ins from here on out.
Yep. And Nikko with the only 4. It's a rough start, but he had a big lead after the first round, so he's fine. Yep, Nikko's still got a 3-stroke lead there. Still a tie for second.
Got a lot of close golf behind him.
Hole 2, 260 feet in the B pin. This hole's in an elevated position.
A lot of people like throwing a Hyzer right here with a putter or something that you can go a little bit short and give yourself a look behind the stump. Looks like Isaac put a little bit too much Hyzer on that one.
Yeah, just went a little deep left.
Dallas has a pretty good looking shot if it gets off that tree, but I think he gets a nice little kick. Yep, there it is.
Bonus kick. That was good.
Yeah, he's right there. That would have been all right without hitting the tree too, though.
Yeah,
that was a good shot. Going for the higher, wider Hyzer there.
Ended up a little bit short, but I should have a look there.
Don with a similar looking line to yours. It looks like he's right there. Nikko after that bogey, looking to make up a stroke here if he can.
Going straight at it. Should have a look. A lot of guys are laying up on this one because you can get some nasty rollaways.
Yeah, and if you run that putt there from that position, I mean, you can go way by it even without a rollaway.
Putt coming back up at it.
And here you see even Nikko's laying up. Just risk reward. And this is a tough basket to run from the left. And there's Don laying up as well.
Yeah, I saw those guys lay up, so I was trying to get my birdie here and take advantage. Maybe get a stroke. Was able to hit it.
And that's a really cool pin placement on
Yeah,
that
I like
log
that one a lot.
with the steps leading up to it. And Dallas parked for a 2.
Good 2 right there. Good putt by Isaac right there.
Yeah, you know, on a basket like this, even tap-ins are a little
shaky. You can still get those blow-bys, you know, and have a 30-foot coming back at it.
Couple birdies there. Nikko still with the 2-stroke lead. And hole 3 in the A-pin, 322 feet.
A lot of people throw a big old turnover or a huge sidearm at this one. Some people even like to roll it.
Dallas goes for the turnover there. Looks like it's holding nicely. And cut rolled away a little bit, but he should still have a look for 2.
And here I'm trying to throw a roller. Ended up pretty short. Got stuck behind that tree.
Yeah, it's funny how it curled around there. You would have had an open look anywhere else. And Isaac did not get that to hold.
Yeah, it just wasn't holding for him there.
And that was a crush. He's both left and deep. Looks like Don's lining up for a roller here.
It's a good looking shot right there.
Standing up nicely, curling right towards the pin.
Right around the tree and underneath the basket.
Look at that. That's a good looking roller.
Nikko going with the roller here too.
Very similar line to Don's. You can tell he threw a really understable disc because he actually Hyzer flipped that into a roller.
Yeah. Here I am laying up.
Isaac running the long birdie attempt.
Ooh, just a little wide.
Nikko just a little past the basket. A little low, hits the cage.
Stuffed that one a little bit short.
A little rough mental start to this round for Nikko taking that bogey on the first hole.
Ooh, looks like Isaac did the same thing right there. Just a little bit short.
And Don ended up in a great spot with that roller. Skips it off the rim and it's in.
But there's a 2.
And everybody else is right there. Tap-ins, Isaac with the 4, unfortunately. Everybody else with pars. And Don with the only 2. And that birdie from Don and the bogey from Isaac puts them in a tie now for 4th. Hole 4 in the B-pin, 308 feet. Pretty straight, wide open shot, but there is OB to the left of the pin. And Don's up first.
Swung that one a little bit wide. Let's see, get some Hyzer back.
Didn't get any skip there, but you still have a long birdie look.
Dallas playing that one a little bit inside.
And with that skip, unfortunately, that put him in the OB there off to the left. There's a rope, it's hard to see from here. But lower Hyzer line from you.
Hoping to get a little bit of a skip right here. Got a little one, but not as much as I wanted.
Yeah, you're out there by Don. And kind of the same as you and Don there, just didn't get the skip he was looking for. And it's easy to go a little wide on a shot like this where you're worried about the OB to the left of the pin. It's probably less than 20 feet from the left of the pin. So
yeah, that OB definitely comes into some play. Great looking shot right there by Isaac.
Park
Puts it
job.
right next to it.
Beautiful shot. And here you see where they're discussing where Dallas went OB. He's taking his meter and he's going to be putting for 3 from here. Just a little short.
Here's Don going for his 2. Ooh, just a little wide.
You just a little closer than Don. Great putt.
Was able to get that one to fall. Felt pretty good about that one.
Just barely low again.
He was all over that basket this round.
Isaac, tap in 2. The great drive.
Nikko tapping in for his 3.
Don doing the same. And Dallas is tapping in for his 4 with that OB stroke. Couple birdies, a bogey, couple pars, and Kyle and Isaac move up there above Dallas since he went OB. Hole 5 in the A pin, 303 feet. It's a nice open hyzer to a protected pin placement tucked in behind some bushes to the left.
Real similar shot to the last hole, just a little bit more wooded.
And that's looking good. That is right by the basket.
Right where I wanted it. Isaac with a really good looking shot as well.
Yeah, you're both right there. Don threw that a little wide. Let's hope he gets a skip here.
Didn't come back in quite as much as he liked, but he should have a look.
Oh my, yeah.
Nikko let that one go a little tight. Not too happy with it.
Dallas going a little deep there, but he should have a look.
And after hitting that tree, Nikko might just want to lay up for a par here.
Puts it right next to it, right where he wants to be.
And he's still playing smart. He hasn't had any birdies yet this round, but he's still not running anything that he shouldn't be running.
Great putt right there by
was a
Don.
huge putt from Don.
Way outside of the circle.
I'd say probably 50 or 60 feet on that one.
Yeah, definitely. Here's Dallas with his 2 look. Ooh, another good putt.
2 big putts in a row.
Here I am for my birdie look.
Oh,
A little unfortunate there. Would have loved to have that one back.
and that was a strange looking spit out. I feel like that putt was pretty solid. Tiny bit weak side, but it went through the outer layer of chains. And the 3 of you tapping in your pars there.
Don and Dallas having some huge putts on that hole.
Yeah, the only birdies from people who did not park it. And that puts Dallas in a tie with Kyle for second. 2 strokes behind Nikko. Hole 6 in the A-pin, 304 feet. Pretty similar shot to the last one, open off the tee. More protected around the pin, though, than the previous hole.
This one's on an elevated basket as well. Don with a pretty good shot right there.
It was hard to see that one. I think Dallas is a little short, but he got into the trees. He might have a look at 2.
Looked it a little bit inside. Got a pretty big skip there. We'll see how that ended up.
Yeah, that went right past the pin, I think. That was a good shot. And Isaac clipped some of the trees guarding the pin, but he'll still have a look for 2 from there.
Great looking shot right there by Nikko. Puts it right next to it.
Dallas went into the trees a little short.
Come on. Yeah.
Wow, and that is a huge
Another
putt.
huge putt.
Far away, elevated basket, low ceiling even. He really had to power it straight at the basket because of the branches in front of him. That was a great putt. And that just sat on top of the basket.
It's pretty unusual. Don't have that happen too often. The tap in my 3 from up on top of the mound.
There you go. I was worried halfway, but it did.
Better that that happened than skipping off the top and going way past it.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Isaac just off the cage for his 2. That was close. Nice birdie from Don. And Isaac's going to tap in his 3 here.
And Nikko tapping in his birdie.
Beautiful drive. CTP, and Nikko gets off the par train and gets a birdie. Three birdies at the top. Dallas moves up above Don and Kyle, who are now tied for 3rd. Hole 7 in the A-pin, 250 feet. Pretty straightforward little downhill shot.
This one's a little bit tricky. A lot consider the longer pin to be easier on this hole because you can't blow by it. You have a nice spot to hit.
Yeah, this one, the pin placement is the challenging thing for sure because it's still on the downhill part of the hill, and there you see the danger. Easy to blow by. Dallas goes for a much lower skip approach, and that skipped a lot. It was looking like it was going to be nice, but he'll still have a look. Nikko goes for a much straighter approach. Probably throwing a wizard down there.
It's a good looking shot right there.
Yep, should be an easy 2.
Threw this one a little bit too low, left it kind of short.
And Isaac, like Don, just a little high, and Hyzer's past it. Kyle just hits the pole. Tap in 3. Isaac down in the gully. Going for the 2.
It's right over the top of it.
He's there for a 3. Dallas with a good look at 2. And that was another weird looking spit out. He thought that was in. He was even starting to walk towards the basket.
Yeah, that putt looked great.
Don hiding behind the tree. Solid birdie.
Smashing in his birdie.
It's nice to see a good mixture of holes here at Lava Creek. There's some big rips, and then there's these shorter finesse shots where you really got to think about the landscape and the terrain.
Yeah, definitely. It's a really good mixture. Nikko tapping in his 2. Looks like things are starting to come together for him.
Couple of tap-in pars. We're ready to move on. And Don with that birdie is now tied for Dallas with that unfortunate spit out that he had. 3 strokes behind Nikko. Hole 8 in the A-pin, 233 feet. I'd say one of the signature pin placements at Lava. Elevated basket up on a kind of pyramid of dirt and logs.
It's another one of those holes you want to be real close to because you don't want to have a long putt, you know, blowing by it.
And Don went a little deep there. I filmed that from a terrible angle. We'll see the rest of them from a better angle.
Nikko playing that one just about right where you want it.
Perfect. Dallas right at the base of the hill. Good look at 2 from there.
Looks like I put a little bit too much on that one.
Ace ran it, but on an elevated basket, that means you blew a ways past it. Good shot from Isaac right at the base of the hill. And here's Don, who blew by it a ways. Smart play, just laying up for par. And he's there. And after ace running it, here's Kyle's birdie look. Yeah. Boom! That is a huge putt right there.
The floater. Was able to get the float all the way there and bang the chains.
I was surprised you went for that too, because that's risky to run on an elevated basket like that.
Some of these top guys in your group, you have to run some of them to keep up with them.
Absolutely. Isaac is going for it.
It's a great putt right there too.
Really solid. Fully committed to that one. Dallas right at the base of the hill. Easy deuce.
Nikko walking up for his tap in.
Once again with the CTP drive. Nikko's really got some momentum going at this point.
Making it really easy on himself, putting it right next to the pin.
Yep. Don just taps in his 3. You can hear a little wind there. It was windy on and off for the day. A lot windier on some holes than others. 4 birdies and a par. And hole 9 in the B pin, 323 feet. It's a pretty straightforward, open shot out there. And I have to apologize to my viewers because I forgot to hit record for the drives. So we're going straight to the putts. Everybody's got a look. And Don puts it there for a 3. He looked like he wasn't too happy with that.
Ooh, just a little high about Isaac right there. Wasn't quite able to make that one fall.
Just a little wide. Good birdie from Dallas.
Yeah, I'd never really played it around with Dallas before, but he's a great putter. Lots of good consistency.
Nikko with the CTP drive, 3 holes in a row. And just leaves it a little short again.
It's hard to stay warmed up sometimes to the shorter putts when you're parking everything.
Looks like he's doing a good job of not letting it get to him mentally too much, though. Staying in good spirits. Couple of tap-in pars. And only 1 birdie on that one, which is a little surprising. You guys made sure nothing exciting happened when I missed all the drives. Thank you. Hole 10, A-pin, 207 feet. Nice little uphill shot. There's an Annie line to the left or a Hyzer line to the right. Interesting pin placement on this one, too, on a really steep part of the hill.
You can definitely get some rollaways on this hole.
Dallas goes for the Annie line on the left. Puts it at the base of the hill. Good look at 2. Nikko throwing a wizard out there probably. Slides it up there. Great drive again.
Here I am taking the other approach, going Hyzer line at it. Threw mine a little bit low. But we have a look over there.
We got a look, and that skip could have been better too. I mean, that shot could have been all right if it hit, you know, more dirt and less grass. Isaac takes the Annie line as well. I think you were the only one to take the Hyzer line on that one.
It's a lot safer shot with that Annie right there. A lot more open space. Kind of regretted not throwing it after the hole.
And Don did not put enough on that one.
Looks like he just didn't have enough height.
Don playing smart.
Here I am with my look at 2.
Boom, another big putt.
Was able to get that one to fall. The putting was feeling really good today.
Isaac for birdie. Oh, just a tiny bit high. You know it's close when it hits the top of the basket and the cage. Dallas connects for a nice 2. Isaac taps in for par.
Nikko tapping in for his 2.
And on for the 3. And with that birdie, Kyle moves up into 3rd on his own. Nikko's got a 2-stroke lead over Dallas. And there were 3 temp holes added for this tournament that were all thrown in right here between holes 10 and 11. The first one, pretty straightforward, wide open shot, about 325 feet.
Do it.
Good looking straight shot from Dallas there. Good look at 2.
Really good looking shot right there.
Similar line from Nikko, a little bit more Hyzer.
Pretty much picture perfect right there.
Yep. Hits right under the basket. It's just a little deep.
Dropped my shoulder a little bit on that one. Kind of threw it into the ground.
Good looking Hyzer from Isaac.
A little bit of a skip right there, but he should have a putt.
Don with the straighter shot like Nikko and Dallas. Puts it right by the pin. Great drive. And Kyle's up shot. Just trying to get there for a par. Isaac with a long look at birdie.
Yeah.
Boom.
Perfect.
Great looking putt.
Dallas just a little strong side, and it rolls away slowly and deliberately, even though it's flat.
It's never fun to watch when you see it roll away.
And just a little low on the comeback par putt. That's too bad. Nikko for birdie. Getting a little frustrated there. He was low on a lot of putts earlier. I think he really tried to commit to that one and then was just a tiny bit high instead. Don with a nice birdie. He had the best drive of the group on this hole.
And we got some tap-ins for pars. Here's myself.
And Nikko. And then Dallas with the 4, which is too bad. His drive was great. He had a birdie look and then that roll away. But it happens. A lot of golf left. Bunch of different scores on that one. Don moves up into a tie for 3rd with Kyle. Hole B, the second temp hole, it's about 290 feet, a little uphill.
This hole's pretty deceiving. The first round I threw it pretty short.
Good looking shot from Isaac, just a tiny bit wide in the circle. And nice pure Hyzer production from Don. Puts it right under the basket. Nikko throws a higher Hyzer line there. And gets no skip out of it, but he's still in the circle, I think.
Do a little bit of a similar line there. A little bit wide, but I was fortunate enough to get a little bit of a roll next towards the basket.
Dallas is last on the tee. Throws a similar line to everyone else. And puts it right there. Good birdie from Nikko. Oh, Dallas just leaves it a little low. Maybe still a little frustrated from that bogey on the last hole that he really didn't deserve.
Don with his tap-in birdie.
Kyle with his tap-in birdie. Isaac with his tap-in birdie. And Dallas with the only par on that hole. We still haven't seen a star frame. Got a three-way tie for second place now.
And Isaac just one stroke behind.
Last temp hole, hole C, about 260 feet, also uphill. Use some kind of a funky basket for this one.
Yeah, you definitely want to make sure you put it close on this one. Can't be too careful with that basket.
In it?
Oh,
Just right over the top.
Don just leaves it a little short there.
So he had just a little bit too much ante on that one.
Nikko didn't flip that enough, but he still circles edge there. Should be routine on a good basket. We'll see how it goes with this basket. Kyle goes for a little wider ante. He's also got a look.
Leaving it a little bit short, but we're up there for a putt.
Dallas a little tighter, probably tighter than he wanted, and goes right. It's nice to see a hole out here that pretty much forces the ante line. We've seen quite a few Hyzers so far.
Definitely.
And that was a perfect looking putt from Don. I'll bet on any other kind of basket that would have stuck, but he spit out. And a great putt from Kyle.
Was able to get that one to fall even with the temp basket.
The strangest thing about this basket, I think, is that the top where the chains connect is actually wider than the cage, which unlike any other basket I've seen. Dallas.
Yeah, definitely. You really have to be dead center. If you're a little bit too much weak side or strong side, you'll chain out.
Nikko, not afraid of the temp basket, puts it in. Isaac, after blowing a little past it on his ace run, going for two. Oh, kisses the chains strong side. Maybe a little psyched out by the weird basket.
Dallas tapping in for his three.
Don as well. Don really deserved the two on that one, in my opinion. His putt looked solid.
Yeah, that was definitely a brutal chain out. Usually those will stick.
And Kyle, with that birdie, moves up into second place.
Still four behind Nikko, but we're chasing him.
Hole 11, probably the signature hole at Lava Creek. A-pin, 420 feet. Nice big downhill bomber. Nikko throws a nice wide hyzer out there. And puts it right in front of the basket.
You made it.
It's a beautiful drive.
No joke.
Wasn't quite able to get that one to flatten as much as I wanted to.
You can see it come down there, maybe 35, 40 feet short. Isaac goes for the wide line as well, but it flattens out on him and kind of just holds and goes straight.
Don swinging it nice and wide and see if he can get the skip. A little bit of it. Right inside the circle.
Oh, is that a werewolf? What is that?
We had a dog howling most of the round behind this hole. Made it really interesting.
Dude, he sounds big.
You're real big when you just roar like that.
And Dallas with a nice shot as well.
He knows we're playing disc golf. He wants to be out here just running around is what it is.
Dude, he's like, nice shot!
Had a good laugh on that hole.
I'll give you $5 if you make it.
Squaring up here.
Then you'll break even.
Let's see if that convinces Isaac to try to run this instead of laying up. And he does.
Oh, that was so close to $5, folks.
500 pennies.
He touched 5 and then put it back in his pocket.
Here I am for my 2. That one come out a little bit early.
Dallas for 2, from maybe 25 feet to the left, and a little bit high. Just a tiny bit. Don for birdie. Solid. Great.
Good hold of 2 right there.
Nikko for birdie.
Good putt right there.
Nails sticking up over there. There's nails. You gotta get it up. There's nails over there.
You can really hear it in the video what they're talking about there. There was another group behind us here talking about some nails sticking out of a wooden bridge and to look out for them when walking across while Nikko was putting, distracting him a little, but he still put it in. Birdie from Don moves him into a tie with Kyle for second. Nikko still with a strong lead. Hole 12 in the A-pin, 191 feet. One of the few technical shots here at Lava Creek. Uphill, fair amount of trees. Nikko goes for a pretty wide line and it works out great.
Be right there. Be happy with that one.
And Don left that one a little wide and it hit that tree, so should be a tough look for 2 from there, but he might have a shot.
Here I am throwing a Firebird to try to play the skip.
You're unreal, man.
Oh, man.
And you sure played the skip.
Not quite how I was planning. Trying for the single skip, but whatever works out, you know.
1 skip, 8 skips, whatever, you got there.
Who would have thought?
And Isaac playing the skip, probably the way you intended, puts it
Great
right
shot
there.
right there. Puts it right underneath the pin.
Dallas taking a tighter line, also puts it right by the pin. And Don is out after hitting that tree. And he connects for a 2.
Boom.
Cutting it real close to that tree he's walking by now.
He's not afraid. He hits those putts all day.
Nikko just a little past the pin. Easy deuce.
I'm nervous after John puts
Good. You better be nervous because I'm coming for you.
Hear Don messing with Nikko a little bit right there.
Dallas converting on his birdie too.
And that just leaves Kyle and Isaac to tap in for their birdies.
I think this might have been one of our only star frames.
Yep.
It's a pretty simple hole. Everyone should be able to get that one.
As long as you don't hit the trees, you should be able to get there. And Don actually did hit a tree, and he still birdied. It's a good start for him. Hole 13 in the A-pin, 246 feet. Another nice little downhill putter toss. And somehow, 2 times in the same tournament, I didn't hit record for the drives. I missed them on this hole too, unfortunately.
Just throwing that one a little bit too high.
And Dallas blew a little by it. Solid birdie putt. Isaac just hits weak side. Didn't quite connect. And that's uncharacteristic of Don to miss a putt from that close. You've seen him putt solid all around so far.
It was one of the few on the day I saw him leave it short. He cans that one though for his par. There I am, tapping in for my 3.
And Nikko had a great drive on this one. Easy deuce.
Another park job. Had a lot of those on the day.
Really is beautiful out there at Lava Creek. One of the most picturesque courses in NorCal.
Sure is. It's really beautiful out there.
And Dallas with that birdie moves up into a tie for second. 3-way tie again now. Hole 14 in the B-pin, 350 feet and slightly uphill. This is quite a rip.
Nikko crushing that one. Looks like he put it pin high.
Dallas went a little wide on that one. Probably pin high, but 50, 60 feet to the right. Don trying for the S.
Didn't look like it held for him. Here I am going for the S. Didn't quite hold like I wanted it to. Still up there for a putt though.
Isaac going for the more straightforward Hyzer approach. Holes like this, it really shows the advantage that big arm players have when they can throw a Hyzer on what probably plays as like a 400-foot hole.
Yeah, it definitely makes it a lot easier on you when you can just go straight Hyzer at everything.
Well, footing trouble for Don there in the bushes. I think there's blackberry bushes there with thorns and everything. Challenging to even lay up for par from there. See the bushes grabbing him as he's trying to get out. And Kyle just a few feet from him, but with much better footing.
A little bit fortunate to be out of that. Still a little bit short.
Long birdie look for Dallas. Just wide. Nikko went just a little past it. Great drive, good putt, and a good birdie. And Isaac with the CTP drive.
Dallas smashing in his 3 right there. Me and Don putting in for 3 as well.
Birdie at the top, birdie at the bottom. Isaac is 1 stroke away from a four-way tie for second.
It's coming right down to the wire for second and third.
Hole 15 in the B pin, 358 feet. This is an interesting hole. It's an island hole, just OB marked off with rope. Got to either make the island or play safe, lay up, and just play for 3.
Looks like Nikko's going for it on this one.
Just over the top of the basket, and he actually skipped over the back part of the OB there, and he's safe. With maybe a 40-foot look at 2. Isaac going for it as well.
It's up! Forward!
Looks like he turned it over just a little bit too much right there.
I thought he was watching it. It looked like it caught him off guard.
And that is OB over there. Dallas decides to play smart on this one and just lay up before the OB.
It's a real smart play right there. He still gives himself a look too.
Don does the same thing. Doesn't want to risk any penalty strokes.
Seeing those two lay up, I try to go for it right here. Try to get a stroke back on them. Didn't quite flip up enough for me.
Starts to Hyzer out and just hits the log there, putting it OB. A foot higher and it would have been left of the OB. And Don just lays up for a 3. And it's a high-risk hole like this, a 350-foot island hole. Might be smarter to just play safe.
Yeah, definitely. Immediately after playing this hole, I regretted it.
And there's where you went OB to the left there, so you're putting for 3 from here.
Really wanted that one, just left it a little bit short. Would have been a good 3P to get.
And Isaac putting for 3P as well. And just puts it there for a 4. And Nikko putting for birdie past the deep end of the OB. Just hits weak side. Isaac taps in his 4. Nikko for 3. Kyle for 4. And Don for 3. And Dallas for par as well. No birdies on that hole.
Don and Dallas gaining a stroke on me and Isaac.
Hole 16 in the A pin, 280 feet. Uphill, probably plays closer to 320 or 330. Nikko thrown low, right at it. Skips off to the right a little, but he's still right there.
This is another one of those holes where you can get some nasty rollaways off your drive if you're not careful.
Dallas, beeline right at it. Plays the slope really nicely, skips to the right, under the basket. Don with a nice high S-curve there.
Give himself a look. Do that one just a little bit too wide. Not quite where I wanted it.
Isaac thrown right at it. Beautiful drive.
Right underneath it.
Kyle, big jump putt from the right.
Didn't quite put enough on it there.
Don for birdie. And another weird looking spit out.
He's had a few of those on the day.
Yeah, him and Dallas actually had a few weird spit outs.
Nikko converting on his 2.
And you couldn't see it from my camera angle, but Don's spit out rolled off to the left there. Doesn't faze him. Takes the par and moves on.
Here I am tapping for my 3-2.
Dallas with a beautiful drive. Tap in birdie.
Isaac even better right underneath it.
Dallas with that birdie moves up into second place on his own. Couple of holes left. Anything could happen for second place still. Hole 17 in the A-pin, 370 feet. A little bit downhill. Pretty straightforward shot. Nikko crushes a nice Hyzer out there. And parks it. You can see one of the ball golf greens right there to the right.
A little bit more Hyzer than he liked, but he should have a look.
Yeah, it's fortunate he didn't skip there. Isaac just puts a lot of power on that one and goes pretty deep left. Don with a nice line.
Yeah.
Right there by Nikko.
Good thing he didn't get a skip either. Just put him right there.
Still on Mako here, trying to get it to flip up a little bit more and go straight at it, but still right there for a putt.
Isaac, after going deep left, plays smart. Plays for a par. It's risky to run anything from that far away. Dallas has a chance at 2 here. Great putt. Kyle for birdie. Not quite.
Kind of kicking myself after that one. Left the door open for Don and Dallas to run away with it.
Don gets his birdie. Nikko with the CTP drive, easy tap in.
Tap in for my 3.
And Isaac does the same. It's really down to the wire here for second place.
Real tight race.
Hole 18 in the A-pin, 304 feet. There's a Mando to the left of that telephone pole you see there, which forces a Annie or a roller or a flick.
Good playing, dude. That putt is awesome.
Players congratulating each other, showing some sportsmanship.
Had a really fun group that day. Enjoyed playing with everyone. Nikko going with the sidearm.
100-foot skip.
Leaves it a little bit short.
Didn't get the skip he was hoping for. Nikko's really working on his sidearm game this year. You see him throwing a lot more sidearms recently than he used to. Dallas with a nice high Annie. And he sails over the basket.
Hit the post and hit that.
There's OB past that fallen log out there, whatever it is.
Don throwing the big turnover as well.
It didn't quite hold, but he's still got to look at 2. Isaac throws a really high Hyzer line here.
Hole it. Hole it.
And that is a beautiful shot.
It's right where you want it. I throw a roller on this one. I've gone OB a lot of times in this hole, so I usually throw a roller, and then if I turn it over too much, it get that net to save me.
Yep, there's the net short, there's the log to the right.
That's what I did right there.
Hard to go OB when your disc is on the ground and the OB is marked with objects.
Getting my meter. I was able to hit that one.
Finish your tournament, buddy.
Nice.
Great punting, kid.
Finish the round with a huge putt.
Felt really good to hit that one.
Here's Nikko for birdie. And leaves it a little short. He's got a huge lead, though. Keeping a sense of humor about things there.
He knows he's still got it.
Let's see where I think.
And they found Dallas's disc. Barely OB on the other side of that. There's a little discussion about where it went OB here.
Kind of unfortunate. It looked like a really good shot off the box. I thought he was going to get lucky and hit that and stop.
Yeah, he hit that pole there Nico's talking about and kicked left.
I think he hit right here and went there. So I would say here.
Which makes it a tough call to decide exactly where it crossed the OB line. And they've come to a consensus, and he's putting for 3P from here. And another weird-looking spit out for Dallas.
Yeah, I didn't really understand. He looked like he was hitting dead center all day.
Yeah. Good birdie from Don.
I think he might have jumped in front of Dallas on that one.
Isaac with the tap-in birdie after a beautiful drive. And Dallas with the 4, and you're right, with Don's birdie there and Dallas's really unfortunate 4P. The OB was kind of bad luck, and the spit out for 3P was kind of bad luck too, and that switched them, so Don got second place now. Nikko tapped in the winning putt there.
Everyone congratulating Nikko. Played really 2 solid rounds.
And here you see the final results. Nikko Locastro with 23 down. Don Smith moves into second place there with that birdie. And then 1 stroke behind him, Dallas in third, and Kyle and Isaac in fourth. You can see there, Nikko's first round was 1,048 rated. That was a great round. It's too bad I wasn't filming that one.
Yeah, 12 down in that longer layout was really good.
Well, that was a fun round to watch at the beautiful Lava Creek course. As you saw, Nikko started off with a pretty sizable lead and managed to hold on to that lead through the round and win by 7 strokes. There's a lot of exciting competition for second, though. I believe all 4 of the other players on the card were in second at one point or another.
Yeah, it was a really fun round. There's a lot of great people to play with. A lot of huge putts. Nikko was parking stuff. No one could catch him, unfortunately. He's really able to minimize his mistakes, and overall it was a really good round.
Absolutely. We saw some huge putts that round from all of the players. We saw that crazy putt from you, actually, that didn't even go in, but hit the top of the basket on an elevated basket and somehow got stuck up there. That's crazy to see, especially on an elevated basket. And you were putting from far away, too, which makes it less likely. And I know, for my viewers, they're used to seeing the highlight reel at this point, but this time we've got a special treat for you before the highlight reel. We've got a Women's Pro Open playoff between Jessica Weese and Sarah Hokom, so we're going to take a look at that first, and then move on to the highlight reel. So just a reminder here, hole 1, B pin, 523 feet. And Sarah Hokom is up first.
Going with the flick.
4.
Looks like it didn't quite turn over like she wanted it to.
Yeah, that's uncharacteristic of Sarah. She probably has the best flick in Women's Pro Open. She's known for really
Probably got
solid.
a better flick than I do, better than most men.
Yeah. Jessica Weese. Nice high turnover shot there. Hyzer's out a little off the fairway. She should be all right.
Sarah with her up shot. Looks like she's going with another flick.
She really is primarily a sidearm player. And she didn't get that one to turn over either. Jessica in a little bit of a tough spot there, but she's got a Annie upshot flick. And she hit the ground by the basket, and it just rolls away.
See if Sarah can put it next to it and put the pressure on Jessica.
And she's right there. Jessica's got a big putt. It's anyone's game still. Boom! Cans the jump putt to win the playoff.
Huge putt right there. Way to take advantage of it.
It's a nice win from Jessica. Her and Sarah actually, of course, tied for the tournament, but they also tied for both rounds, she told me, which is funny. And then Jessica wins it in the first hole of the playoff. And now we'll take a look at the highlights. First up, Dawn's roller on hole 3.
Really good looking shot right here. Gets it a turnover just where he wants it to.
Stands it up. Curls it over. Right past the pin. Up and around that tree. Back down the hill. And he's parked. Isaac's drive on hole 4. Nice controlled Hyzer shot.
Really smooth. And that'll be right there.
Park job. When you can crush it 500-600 feet like guys like Isaac, then 300 feet is a finesse shot. Kyle's birdie putt on hole 4. Perfect. The first of many big putts by Kyle this round.
They were falling that day.
Dawn's birdie putt on hole 5.
Huge putt right here.
At least 50 feet.
Actually, 2 huge putts in this hole. Dallas had one as well.
Exactly. And here it is. Right after Dawn's. Perfect. Right in the middle.
Dallas was hitting some huge putts all day. I never got to play around with the guy before, but he definitely proved he's a really good putter.
And here's another example of that. Elevated basket, branches that he even clipped a little bit on that putt and still put it in. And when filming from directly behind a player like this, it's hard to see how far it is, so I left in him running to the basket. It looks like he got there long before he actually did, and that was a huge putt. Kyle's birdie putt on the same hole. And
Clank.
It just sits up there.
I don't know if I've ever had that happen before with staying against the number plate like that, especially in a tournament being filmed.
That's the only time I've left in a putt in the highlight reel that didn't make it, because that's just a crazy thing to see right there. Nikko's drive on hole 8.
It's absolutely perfect.
And Kyle's birdie putt on hole 8. This was the biggest putt of the round from any of the players. Just phenomenal. Just floated it in there.
That wind might have helped me a little bit on that one. Gave me the extra little push I needed.
Yeah, I could see it kind of had enough rotation on it to really keep it going. And another big putt from Kyle on hole 10.
Wish the drives could have been as well as the putting on that day. Would have helped a lot.
Nikko's drive on hole A. First of the 10 holes. Real smooth form, as always, for Nikko.
I thought this one was going in the bucket originally and then just landed right in front of it.
See the dust kick up there right under the basket. Isaac's birdie putt on hole A. Strong side, falls in.
Gives himself the fist bump.
Dawn's drive on hole B. The pure Hyzer production. Little skip. And he is parked. Nikko's drive on hole 11. Big downhill bomber. And this is actually the shortest placement for this hole. Puts it right in front of the basket.
Here I am on 12, trying to throw my single skip shot. It's a little bit fortunate, gets a couple.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a roll, and you're there for 2.
Like it was never gonna end.
Just what you meant to do. And Don's birdie putt on hole 12. Watch how close it gets to that tree. See the shadow on the tree for a second even.
Didn't even faze him.
No doubt. Isaac on hole 14. Just a crush out there.
Yeah, he definitely had one of the bigger arms in the field that day. Made it really easy on himself in the longer holes.
Dallas driving on hole 16. Just a laser right at it. It's perfectly straight.
Plays the hill and he's right there.
Nikko's drive on hole 17. Throws nice and high, ruling out the skip really when it comes down at that kind of angle. Playing that hole just how you want to. Dallas putting on hole 17.
That huge putt actually gave him the lead over Don right there.
Isaac's Annie shot on hole 18. Really smooth. Just holding that Annie line and settling right under the basket. Great way to end the round for Isaac.
Good looking shot right there.
And Kyle's last huge putt of the round after kind of messing up on the drive. Didn't faze him, and he hit another big birdie.
It's a good way to end the round. You can only hit that many long ones though if you have that many long ones.
Makes for a good highlight reel though.
Definitely does.
And Nikko tapping in for the win. And for those who haven't seen Kyle play before, he's actually been on Pure Hyzer Productions once before. If you go back and check out PHP number 2, Hangman's Heave at the Penn Valley course, he's in that as well. And you might see some phenomenal putting skills from him in that video also. Nikko getting congratulated by all the other players. And finally, for the highlight reel, I had to include Jessica's winning putt in the playoff.
Huge putt right here.
Great jump putt.
You know, she felt good about that one. If there's ever a way you want to take it, that's the way you want to do it right there.
And now we'll take a look at the award ceremony.
Alright, next we're going to do the Open Women. 240. Oh, we're supposed to get 240. Okay. Open Women, second place, Sarah Hokom, $140. Sarah, where you at?
I'm right here, man.
Here you go.
Right behind you.
Awesome. There you go. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Lacey. Thank you. All right, you're welcome. Winning her 3rd tournament in a row this season, my girlfriend, sweetheart, Jessica Weese, $200. Yeah, you guys can support her tour for $10 a piece, and they're right here. $10 a piece. Support women's disc golf.
I gotta thank my sponsors: Fly Life Disc Golf, Grip Equipment, Innova Discs, and Dynamite Discs.
Okay. 7th place, Men's Pro Open, $85, Brandon Eggenberg. Thanks, guys. 6th place, Men's Pro Open, Danny Kerfield, $100. guys.
What's up? Nice day.
20, 40, 60, 80. Good job. Keep playing. Glad you made it out. Okay. 5th and 4th place tie for a total of 275. You guys come split it out. I've Isaac Lockwood, Kyle Hedden?
Yeah.
Hedden?
Yeah.
Hedden? So you got 200 there.
Legacy discs, B stuff, that's a part bags.
Here, 280. I'll throw in an extra $5 and make you guys just simple. Simple it out. Split it evenly right down the middle. Good job. Glad you guys can make it out. Okay. That was 4th and 5th. Okay. 3rd place. This guy putted really good out there. He's got a really smooth putting stroke. Dallas Albright. Thanks, Dallas.
Yeah, I had fun playing with you.
Thanks a lot, man. 2nd place. This guy made a lot of long putts. I always call him Donnie Long Putt when I play with him. Don Smith.
I want to thank Nikko, man. I'm really impressed. Hats off to do this, put this show on for you guys, and to come out and kick our butt. I want to thank Legacy Disc, Paragon Disc Golf, and watch out for Cali Connection.
Cali Connection! Hey, I'll keep your money, bro. I'll keep it. I'll keep it. 60, 80, 100.
He just came up for the
40,
speech.
60,
Keep
80,
going.
200. We're getting there. 20, 40, 60, 80, 300. Where's these trophies at? There's supposed to be some trophies.
Over here.
Hold on.
You forgot.
That's all I got, so we go through it.
You forgot third place.
Sarah, come get your trophy. I messed up. It's only my 2nd tournament. Sarah Hokom, get that.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Dallas Albright, come get your 3rd place trophy. Where you at, buddy? Here, do it, catch it. Alright, we're going to get to this raffle in no time. Thanks. Okay. Don Smith, did you give him to Donnie? Don Smith. Cal. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Don Smith, Cali Connection. And,
First place goes to Nikko Locastro.
pictures with the trophy here. If anyone's got this, it's like a golfing celebration. All right, thank you.
How much did you win, Nikko?
I won $380 for first place. Let's get the raffle going, then we're going to finish up the AMs. That's the executive decision. I'm sorry.